Namah Shivaya Shantaya Karunavatārāya Sarvarūpāya Sarveshāya Nityam Namah Shivaya Te. Across the vast river of time, certain souls rise like sacred flames. A king who bowed before the divine, a mystic who built temples within his own heart, and a warrior who fought so the weak could breathe again. Their devotion was not tradition, it was destiny. And when devotion becomes destiny, even the Lord Himself must turn and walk toward the devotee. In the sacred lands of India, where devotion once flowed like a living river, three luminous beings walked paths so different, yet so deeply connected, that even today their stories echo with the heartbeat of Lord Shiva. The first lived in the majestic city of Madurai in India, Kun Pandian, a Pandian king renowned for his poetry and love for the Tamil culture. Yet, despite his brilliance, the inner flame of devotion within him had dimmed. His queen, Mangayarkarasiyar, a woman of pure faith, watched with quiet worry. So did his loyal minister, a steadfast devotee of Lord Shiva. Both feared not for themselves, but for the spiritual destiny of their kingdom. For when a king forgets the divine, the land begins to forget as well. Then, as though sent by destiny itself, a young saint arrived on the outskirts of the kingdom. A radiant child glowing with divine grace, Tirunjana Samandar. At just 3 years old, Samandar had been given the milk of wisdom by Mata Parvati herself. From that moment, sacred hymns flowed from his lips like divine nectar. His songs awakened sleeping hearts, cured suffering, and revived devotion wherever he went. He was welcomed with reverence, praying for a miracle. Samandar walked into the kingdom with the innocence of a child and the power of an avatar. But not everyone welcomed this light. Forces opposed to him conspired, threatened, and tried to harm him. Yet nothing could touch a soul protected by Lord Shiva himself. Finally, Samandar stood before the king, who lay suffering in intense pain. His back was bent, his spirit weakened. Samandar began to sing, his voice soft, luminous, overflowing with divine purity. As the vibrations of truth entered the king's heart, a miracle unfolded. His back straightened, his pain vanished, his inner darkness lifted. He rose tall, transformed, awakened. No longer Kun Pandian, he became Ninra Seer Nedumara Nayanar, the one who stands tall in grace. With devotion restored, he uplifted Shaivism, protected his people, and walked the path of righteousness with his queen Mangayarkarasiyar by his side. Together, they worshipped Samandar with love and reverence, earning the eternal grace of Lord Shiva. Far from palaces and royal courts lived another devotee, one whose worship was invisible to the world, but blindingly bright to the divine. Vayilar Nayanar, a humble man from India. He never performed rituals, never built temples, never offered flowers. Instead, he offered the universe within. Every day, in the silence of his mind, he built an inner temple. He carved pillars of awareness. He lit lamps of pure knowledge. He bathed the Lord in the waters of bliss. He adorned him with garlands of thought-free love. This was not imagination. This was Parabhakti, the highest form of devotion, where the mind itself becomes the shrine and the heart becomes the sanctum. In this path, nothing external is needed. No symbols, no rituals, no offerings. Only pure consciousness, resting at the feet of Lord Shiva. Through this silent worship, Vayilar Nayanar reached the ultimate state, union with the divine, proving that God is as present in inner stillness as in the grandest temple. Then there was Munaiyaduvar Nayanar, a man shaped by battle yet softened by devotion. Born in Tirunidur in India, he possessed immense physical strength and a warrior's skill. But unlike those who fought for pride or wealth, Munaiyaduvar fought only for justice. He became a guardian of the oppressed, a defender of the helpless, a warrior whose heart belonged entirely to Lord Shiva. He fixed a fair wage for his battles, and not to enrich himself, but to feed and serve Lord Shiva's devotees. Every blow he struck was an offering, every victory was a hymn, and every coin earned was offering placed at the feet of the Lord. He lived the deepest teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. Strength is sacred only when used for the good of others, and action becomes worship when offered to God. Lord Shiva saw not just his power, but the purity behind it, and with boundless grace, the Lord lifted him into the ranks of the eternal devotees. 3 souls, 3 paths, and 3 flames lighting the same divine sky. A king who rediscovered faith through grace, a mystic who dissolved the world within, and a warrior who turned strength into compassion. Each revealed that devotion is not one shape, one sound, or one ritual. It is the depth of the heart's longing for the eternal. And in that quiet echo of their lives, one truth resounds like a cosmic drum. A king healed by grace, a mystic lifted by silence, and a warrior upheld by righteousness. 3 journeys, yet one eternal light. Their stories whisper a truth older than scripture itself. When the heart chooses Lord Shiva completely, all distance disappears, and the devotee walks straight into the heart of the divine. And may that grace awaken within us. May Jagatpita Mahadev bless us all. Keep seeking, keep chanting, keep surrendering. Om Namah Shivaya.